Every work of human creation is art. Every piece of media has the chance to impart something beautiful, valuable, and special onto us, to enrich our lives. No art is without value. And so the way we often discuss art is pretty reprehensible. To many people, it isn't enough just to say that they enjoy something and why, or to say that it's good, or even that it's better than something else. They want to claim that it is definitively art, while other things aren't art. They want to believe that there's a special club, that the pantheon of true art is an untouchable, beautiful Eden, where only the most hallowed of fiction is allowed. Ignoring that no consistent definition for art even exists, ignoring the countless times across culture where art's definition has been wrongly influenced by crushing capitalist construct, the largest problem is that we feel a pull toward competition, that we feel a need to fight rather than connect. Art as a label should be meaningless in determining quality. All that's created by humans is art, and all that's art has value. Art can mean many beautiful things to many people, but none of those things are served by a mindset of arrogance, superiority, or insecurity. If art is about optics, then we've already lost. What truly matters are the things of substance, that which enables us to engage with art emotionally and intellectually, beyond the vain appeals to dignity. In the poorly received film, and admittedly quite understandably so, titled Bedtime Stories, there exists a sentiment that I've had for years, but not yet heard expressed anywhere else but in my own thoughts and words. That being, hotels are inherently strange, surreal, beautiful places to an innocent and imaginative mind. Hotels are wonderlands of possibility for the virtue of their surrealism. They're like home, but unlike home. They're what we know, but also not what we know. Everything done or experienced in a hotel is magical, tinted with an indescribable diaphanous glow which escapes most definition. When Bedtime Stories dropped this on me at the end of the film during a particularly unfunny scene, I was a bit in disbelief. I sputtered at the nonsense. I was even confused what it could have been talking about at first, until my boyfriend helped me realize. Somewhere inside this abhorrent Adam Sandler comedy was a kinship, a primal understanding of thoughts I could scarcely express myself. Or how about the licensed video game Iron Man, where I was confronted with the struggle and suffering of true heroism. Iron Man is a precious game which uses its mechanics to bolster its storytelling and themes. It is littered with self-titled heroic objectives that run alongside the main missions. These heroic objectives are of clear moral importance and usually involve saving or sparing human life. Yet, the only punishment we suffer if we avoid them is the knowledge that we failed. Characters will react in horror to our behaviors, but that's it. Better still, it's always easier to ignore the heroic objectives. It's always easier to just kill or turn a blind eye to suffering. But to be a true hero, we must inconvenience ourselves. We must be good even when we don't want to. At the time I first played Iron Man, I could find almost no one who even bothered to complete the heroic objectives through their sheer inconvenience and difficulty. In this, I found another striking parallel to life. If doing the right thing is too tough or irritating, we often just give up. We pat ourselves on the back and say, hey, at least the real job got done, no matter the collateral damage. These two works of art, these two examples, are probably pretty lackluster in optics. From the outside, one appears offensive, soulless, and empty of thought. The other appears broken, mismanaged, and wasteful. But that is ignoring the things of substance. It's ignoring the beauty of human engagement and what that engagement brings. I used the first two examples that came to mind, but anything would serve just as well, because it all matters. When we make art a competition, we blind ourselves to new opportunities. We blind ourselves to new ways to see. We make ourselves less cultured, less understanding, and less thoughtful. We deny new chances. All human creations are art, and they always were. In my experience, anything spoken to the contrary comes from unhealthy aggrandizing of competitive or insecure ideology.